Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at 10 things that hilariously look like other things. Have you ever seen something, then taken a second look and realized it was something totally different than what you thought? Whether you know what I'm talking about or not, these photos are seriously hilarious. From things that just look similar in a funny way to things that will really mess with your mind. Check out these amazing and hilarious pictures. But first, why not subscribe and press the notification bell too. Coming in at number 10, we have sandwich. So, who doesn't love sandwiches? They're a very basic and simple food, but when you come to think about it, they have a very specific look. They're often cut into triangles and of course have a crust. If you check out this photo, you likely think it's a sandwich. But look again, because you would not want to bite into this. If you bit into this, you wouldn't have any teeth left, as it's a rock. I know the background kind of gives it away, but this seriously looks like a sandwich. One Reddit user saw this while he was hiking on a rocky trail. He assumed someone had dropped their lunch, but when he took a second look at the sandwich, he realized it was actually a rock. I'm just glad no human or animal bit into this. Who knows, maybe this is what Dwayne Johnson eats for lunch. Next up is fried chicken. So this is yet another food one. Did you know that fried chicken is one of America's favorite foods? Well, take a look at this photo of delicious fried chicken on a grill. But before you turn the grill on, take a second look, because this is not fried chicken. At a first glance, you likely thought this was a bunch of KFC about to be grilled. But look closely and you'll realize it's a bunch of puppies. Yeah, that is not something you'd want to eat. That's right guys, this isn't even a grill, it's an air vent. Somebody just bought a litter of new puppies and they put them on this air vent for a photo. But when they shared it online, everyone thought it was KFC on a grill. It's pretty crazy how we just automatically assume this to be food. It's just a good thing not everyone is as greedy as us, otherwise these dogs may have actually been grilled. It just goes to show how a picture can be so different from reality. Next up is Miss Highlighter. So if there's one thing people like to make fun of, it's their professors. Sometimes teachers can get on students' nerves, what with all the homework and rules. Well, one day somebody's teacher made a very unfortunate fashion faux pas, especially seeing as she works at a school. Now, you may think her dress is rather vibrant, but it's not all that bad, right? Well, unfortunately, one of her students has a highlighter that looks exactly like her. As you can see, her dress matches this highlighter 100%. As soon as she turned her back, the student couldn't help but take a picture. And of course, this went viral. Students seem to love trolling their professors nowadays. So if there's any professors watching, just make sure you don't dress like a highlighter before coming into class. Next up is Kiwi Baby. So when babies are first born, they don't have much hair on their circular heads. But another circular thing which is slightly hairy are kiwis. You may take a look at this image and see one small kiwi and one massive kiwi. But take a second look and you'll realize this is a baby's head. One parent decided to win Parent of the Year by sticking a kiwi sticker on their kid's head. That's right, this baby's already viral and he's not even 1 year old yet. I have to say the similarities are uncanny. It just happened that this baby was in the perfect lighting to look like a massive kiwi. I guess there are always worse things you could look like. Next up is phone case. So the reason I had to put this one on the list is because of how crazy coincidence this is. One day a woman walked past a guy at a train station. At first he didn't pay much attention to her, but then he realized something very strange and hilarious. He looked at his phone case and realized they were matching. Maybe this woman is the real life Siri. But seriously, how crazy coincidence can you get? At first I thought this may just be a design that was sold to many companies. But her pants and t-shirt are actually two different items of clothing. So this is just one wild coincidence which was caught on camera. After this went viral, it turned out this phone case is pretty popular. All the guy needs to do is turn the phone case upside down and then it's a perfect match. Next up is fire hydrant. So one day a parent was out with his kid. It was a snowy day, so his kid was wearing his big yellow parka. But as they were waiting to cross the street, the parents noticed something funny. As you can see, this child looks exactly the same as a fire hydrant, especially when he sticks his arms out like that. And he's even got black pants to complete the look. I guess this is one pretty interesting Halloween costume. That kid better not stand there for too long though, otherwise he's gonna get urinated on by a dog. Next up is nice try. So you'll know that getting into some countries can be very hard. So some people try and sneak their way in clever ways. For example, one guy disguised himself as a car seat. However, unfortunately he was caught. The guy in this next photo, however, may not be caught. If you take a look at the trunk of this car, it may look like 3 bags, right? As you can see, there's just 3 laundromat bags, right? Well, take a look at the top of this image and you'll realize that is not the case. One guy is actually trying to sneak himself into a country in this way. If he tucks his arms and head in, then it might actually work. He does look seriously convincing. But do you guys think this is gonna work or not? Next up is hotel. So hotel hallways are notoriously ugly. Just take the hotel from The Shining for example. So if you're dressed like a hotel hallway, then somebody needs to call Joan Rivers. Well, unfortunately, one woman realized she was doing just that. As you can see by her face, she realizes that she's made a fashion faux pas. I guess she could always pretend she was the spokesperson for the hotel. I really think the hotel should make this their uniform. But guys, this is a very funny coincidence. In all honesty, that shirt on its own is pretty nice, but when you put it with this hotel corridor, it's less nice. But if this woman ever needs to blend in somewhere, then she'll do just fine. Next up is Barcode. So one day in Japan, a policeman was doing a conference. I'm not sure what he was saying as it was in Japanese, but somebody took a screenshot of it and posted it online. From there it went viral because of this guy's hair. As you can see, it seems to be quite wet and in straight lines. And that's when many people made the connection and said his hair looks like a barcode. Once you've realized the connection here, you won't be able to get it out of your mind. His hair seriously does look like a barcode for a product in a store. Hopefully this guy can do a makeover if he really wanted to. But who knows, maybe he just likes to rock the barcode. We may be laughing at him now, but who knows, maybe in 10 years this will be a new fashion trend. Hey, if man buns were a thing, why not? Next up is green tea. So everyone knows and loves Arizona green tea drink. It's got a very nice and distinctive design. That is of course of a Japanese cherry blossom tree. Now of course when you see this design you think Arizona green tea. But for some people when they saw this design they thought fashion. Well, did you know that Pippa Middleton's royal wedding dress was mocked by Americans? This is because her dress looked exactly like a can of iced tea. As she's from the UK, she likely didn't realize this, as Arizona is an American drink. But Americans sure did have fun with this on Twitter. But one photo of an American girl who also wore an Arizona green tea inspired piece of clothing also went viral. Guys, always think twice before wearing stuff. You never know guys, you could be a walking advert for a product. Check out the poll in the top right corner to vote for the funniest thing that looks like other things. I think it's gotta be the KIWI babies, that is so funny. If you guys want more amazing videos, then check out my second channel. There'll be a link to that on screen in a moment. But as always, thanks for watching. Check out some more videos on screen right now, leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what you're waiting for, subscribe to Top 10s.